towns and cities was an early 20th century innovation that really took off in Europe following the Second World War. Towns and cities are twinned for a variety of reasons. Some have common traditions, and others appear to be twinned for no other reason than having similar names. More seriously, places that were on opposite sides during the Second World War have promoted reconciliation and friendship through twinning. In Wales, we find some towns and cities twinned with a number of other places. Swansea, for instance, has 5 partner towns. Llanelli, on the other hand, has only one partner, Agen, in southwest France. It's been 25 years since the two towns got together, so now's a great time to review the connection and look at what the future might hold, especially for the younger generation.
The twinning link, the sign of the twinning link is 26 years old now. It's 25 years this year for Agen, 26 for us. It actually started before 1989, where the council were looking at various options to twin. In 1989, at the beginning of that year, it looked at Agen in France, and the connection between the two towns was significant in as much as there was a sporting history between the two towns, both having champions within their own areas. And that was the start of the twinning link with Agen.
So the initial link with Agen came from our 2 rugby clubs, Llanelli Scarlets and Sporting Union Agen. In Llanelli, the move from Stradi Park to Parc y Scarlets was one of the many regeneration projects that's taken place in the town over the last 25 years.
The stadium was built in 2008, or opened in 2008, and it holds a maximum capacity of 15,000 people. It was built for just under £25 million, and we're in the south stand, and as I said, there's a slight curve where you sit here, so wherever you sit, it's purpose built that you can have a really good view of the game.
In 1872, men of steel and coal in a small town called Llanelli made rugby all their goal.
The Scarlets train hard and play hard, and if you want to know the secret to their success, we've been reliably informed that the last thing they do before going onto the pitch is eat jelly babies.
On a Saturday when they'd run on Stradi Park.
Sporting Union Agen were founded a little later in 1908 and are based at Stade de Armandie. As well as sporting links, the two towns also have rich and diverse histories. The Museum of Fine Arts in Agen is a great place to learn more about the area's past.
Okay, we are now in the Museum of Agen. This is one of the best museums in the Aquitaine region and possibly in France. The building itself is a former private mansion, and it became the museum in the 19th century.
The museum houses a fine collection of artwork from the last 500 years, including paintings by renowned Spanish artist Goya, often referred to as the father of modern art. You will also find fascinating archaeological artefacts, including a large selection of Roman pieces. Back in Llanelli, Park Howard Museum is a treasure trove of items relating to the town's industrial heritage, including exhibits celebrating coal, steel and pottery production. Another building of historical interest, Llanelli House, has recently benefited from a £6 million refurbishment as part of Llanelli's town centre redevelopment. The same town centre redevelopment brought the Furness Theatre to Llanelli. The cultural centre of the town, the theatre combines beautifully designed modern facilities with strong community links. In Agen, the Théâtre de Courneuve was built in the early 1900s and named after its benefactor, Alphonse Pierre de Courneuve. Its grand exterior and sumptuous decor bring to life the majesty of a bygone era. Llanelli and Agen have their own local agricultural and farming industries, distinctive local produce and bustling markets. Llanelli's Felin Foel brewery is the oldest in Wales, and the market is the social hub of the town.
Hello, my name is Alan Seaward and we're in Llanelli Market today where I'm a third generation stallholder and I sell fruit, veg and flowers. It's a family run business and we've been in this market for over 40 years. It is a community here, it's a little community on its own. It's the centre of Llanelli and it's all friendly, happy, we all have a chat and it's nice to come in the morning to work.
My name is Anne Mainwaring and I've been on the stall here selling for about 40 years. What I'm selling is local cockles. They come from the estuary, which is, it's practically on our doorstep. It's about 3 miles away. You just rake them up and put them into a sieve and wash them in the water then. Yeah, it's quite a job. You've got to be fit. You've got to go out all weathers.
Located in southwest France, Agen has a warmer climate and is a famous wine producing area. Hazelnuts are another product. While Agen prunes are exported far and wide, you can even buy them in Tesco's in Llanelli.
Sylvain, tu veux ta commande habituelle?
With local produce in mind, no trip to Agen would be complete without a visit to Bouzet Wine Cooperative, where world-renowned wines have been produced since 1953.
You are in Bouzet-sur-Baïse, the cooperative of Bouzet. Since 1953, we produce a lot of red, rosé and white, and we sell 13 million bottles per year, and we produce 100,000 hectoliters of wines. And the cooperative has 2,000 hectares of vineyards and 196 wine growers.
We have actually 2 bottling lines, and on average we do 6,000 bottles an hour. Every day there will be a different type of wine bottle. The same type of wine will be bottled all day.
Just as some people in Llanelli speak Welsh as well as English, many people in Agen speak Occitan as well as French.
Persex. Let me introduce you to my friend who is a fruit producer, but he's also an Occitan speaker like me. It is bilingual. Here, for example, you can see early cherries in Occitan. Cirejos aburivos.
The two towns also share a love of music. Llanelli has hosted the Welsh National Eisteddfod, a traditional music, arts and culture festival, on several occasions. These gorsedd stones were erected to mark the 1962 event. In Agen, a festival is held every June and the streets come alive with music, dance and celebration. While Llanelli has long been associated with the sea, using the water as a means of moving the products of its industrial enterprises, in Agen, the River Garonne has been used for trade since Roman times. These days the canals are a big attraction.
So this canal bridge is one of the marvels of the city. It is the second largest in France. It was built as a commercial venture along with the canal in the first part of the 19th century.
Just as Llanelli has its Millennium Coastal Path, Sandy Water Park and Wetland Centre, the waterside areas around Argent are equally attractive. Just outside Argent, you'll find the fantastic Walibi theme park, which has a variety of both traditional rides and exceptional water-based rides. Argent Cathedral is another wonderful place to visit in the town. It was built as a church in the 12th century and dedicated to St. Capricius on the foundations of a Norman basilica. The cathedral is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site and has historic monument status. Many of the beautiful paintings inside represent the history of the coming of Christianity to the local region. Over the last 25 years, Llanelli and Argent have formed many links. Students from Argent have experienced work placements at Asda, Llanelli House and the Diplomat Hotel. Nurses from Argent have come to work at Prince Philip Hospital. There have also been links between schools, colleges, our firefighters and the Ramblers clubs. The making of this film involved taking a group of young people to find out about Argent. They were warmly received by the people of the town, the Twinning Committee and the Mayor of Argent, and we hope to see many more opportunities for young people to benefit from the twinning in the future.
We're hoping to strengthen our links year by year. I think it's important especially to introduce the youngsters to this experience as well, because they are the future. So obviously they are the ones who's going to carry on this legacy for us.
I'd like to see the youngsters that are involved with this project be the ambassadors for the Twinning Links in the future, to take over what we have started, to forge the links with the people of Argent, to get to work in Argent, to have the youngsters from Argent coming over here. It'd be really nice to see youngsters in Argent taking the lead that ours have started, and forming associations themselves, so that as the years pass, these youngsters grow into being the councillors of the future, the employers of the future, and the people who visit not just on a tourist basis, but are forging links that may be long-lasting between themselves, that will bring real benefit to both towns.